and he took it all the way. Robinson's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Nuggets.
You know, the issue really with Atlanta this year and moving forward isn't that they're a bad team. They've just been kind of stuck in that middle road of mediocrity. They're competitive, play hard. They're hoping to find a way to get to the next level now.
Here is Robinson. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Aflalo left side. Three-pointer. The shot misses. Now the pass to Korver. The baseline jumper goes down. Korver's got his first points of the night.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
On the wing of Aflalo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
Yeah, no question, you look at his assist totals, and they tell you what a nice job he was doing with really spreading that ball around.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Carroll gets a screen from Poole. Carroll passes to Horford. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
Here's Fareed following the bucket by the Hawks. And that one's good.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
Picked by Horford. To the middle. And he makes good on the layup. Horford's got his second basket of the game.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Now, here is Robinson. He's coming off a 19-point game against New York. Kicks to Robinson. Shot clock time. The pass to Horford.
Al Horford, the Dominican big man, won 2 titles with that great University of Florida team. Actually, back-to-back titles in 06 and 07. You really love his skill level. There's not much he can't do. He gets up and down. He's a terrific passer, and his mid-range jumper is spot on.
Free throw dropped for Al Horford. And Steve, for Horford, consistently a threat from mid-range. It's curious that he has struggled at the free throw line the last couple seasons.
Yeah, it must be something mental, because you think about what a good shooter he is from the outside. Some people have even thought that maybe he should shoot threes from time to time. But the free throw line struggles, that's something that's bothered a lot of people over the years, and usually it's a mental block of some sort.
Now here's Aflalo, averaging 12 points a game.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
Nate Robinson hits them both. At that point, Denver has done well without what most would call a superstar, but obviously that takes its toll come playoff time.
It really does. I mean, you need somebody that you can really rely on. Go-to guy, the one who gets it clutch and
takes it from 10, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Primetime, the pass to Horford. Here's Primetime, guarded by Robinson. Here's Poole. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now, here is Robinson. He's got 8. Aflalo kicks to Hickson. A start for them. Horford with the screen on Robinson. Primetime, the pass to Horford. They set the pick. Horford gets a screen from Poole. Horford goes in. Takes it from 10. Denver grabs the miss. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well, with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Well, especially, Steve, when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. I mean, that's a bad combination. Turning it over and then not defending.
The offensive rebound. Hickson with the bucket. Hickson's got his first bucket in this one.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Carroll gets a screen from Poole. Here's Carroll. He's guarded by Chandler. Carroll kicks to Corbin. Here's Poole. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Fareed.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
On the wing of Flalo. Chandler outside. Flalo outside. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
Carroll with the three. Wilson Chandler with the rebound.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Now here's a Flalo. Robinson dishes to Fareed. Back to Robinson. No good. Excellent D there. From Poole. The Hawks trail it. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Brian Shaw. Doris, what do you have to say?
He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
And thank you for that, Doris. Let's take a look now at some of the teams that have been blocking shots by the truckload since the All-Star break. Number 5, the Nuggets.
Kevin, they've had a terrific inside game since the halfway point of the season, especially in terms of defense because they've protected the paint and everybody's been on the same page.
He took good advantage of that screen. 10 points for Nate Robinson.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Millsap a screen on Robinson. Into Millsap, ask a Poole. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen. They send a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
The Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And you take a look at the statistics. This club is shooting 74% as a team.
You know, percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Mozgov, he's checked in for Hickson. Alinari comes in for Fareed, and it's Foy in for Nate Robinson. Now, here is Foy, averaging 10 points per contest. It's blocked. Here's Primetime, covered by Foy. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply.
Great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
They set the pick. On the wing of Flalo, shot off the pick. Now it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Now, here is 4. He's covered by 4. Feeds it to Mozgov. On the wing, Chandler. Covered by Cephalosha. Here's Mozgov. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
I tell you what, it never gets old watching him work, does it, fellas?
No, Clark, that's a good way to put it. He will work. Great example of that on the offensive glass right there.
Yeah, just blue-collar stuff. And then he put a little flair in the dunk.
Here's prime time. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Timofey Mozgov, 7'1".
Good ball movement.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Pushing here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Kenneth Faried comes in for JaVale McGee. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Harris. Robinson is subbed in for Randy Ford. Gallo and Faried at the forwards. Aflalo is out there with Nate Robinson. And it's Hickson in at center. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Teague. 9-point game his last outing. 11 feet away. Scott, good. Scott's got his second bucket tonight. And Mozgov, offensively, can get you some nice second chance buckets.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Kevin, that he's a decent roll man in the pick and roll, and he just knocked down the three-pointer on occasion. So, nice combination for that big guy.
Scott against Hickson. Back to Robinson. Lets it go from the wing. No good. Great D that time from Teague. The feed to Carroll. Gallinari with the steal. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Poole. Robinson drives in. Terrific design on the pick foot. He lays it in. Robinson's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Kevin, while we've got a moment here, let's see over the last month how the Denver Nuggets ranked in the NBA statistics. First in rebounding, 12th in scoring, and they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good. Not too bad.
Then probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats you're talking about is the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and they'll really dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Hawks. Robinson up top. He's got 12. Chandler kicks to Aflalo. Clock at 6. From 12 feet out. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, one thing you like about Aaron Aflalo, he's an outstanding post-up player for a guard. At 6'5", he's got a real knack for scoring with his back to the bucket.
And for Aflalo, Steve, right around the top 5 in efficiency in the post in the entire NBA last season.
Yeah, and his sweet spot really extends on the court, not just from the post, but all the way to the corners. In fact, he loves to work the baseline, Kevin.
And that one falls for Aaron Aflalo. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the free throw line.
Well, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around. And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it ties the game, Clark. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, we're right back to even.
The shot's good from Poole. Primetime's got 4 this quarter.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Aflalo outside. Faried setting the pick for Aflalo. On the wing, Chandler. Pass to Hickson. That's tipped. Dives for it. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Houston. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, Denver. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
You know, looking at the Nuggets, I mean, they found themselves once again struggling through the latter part of the season. And they've had a lot of challenges, and it wouldn't surprise me if they're not part of the playoffs.
Yeah, no playoff games for them. And, you know, I'm not sure what the answer is for this franchise, but hopefully they can add some talent this offseason, whether through the draft or free agency, and get the pieces together to help them get going in the right direction.
And so it's Atlanta with it. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Here's Carroll. And Atlanta again with the bucket. Nuggets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Robinson goes in. Chandler outside. Wants to get it to Fareed and does. Good work defensively by Millsap. Hawks have gotten 4 second quarter. Outstanding shooting. There's the pass to Poole. Rebound by the Nuggets. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Yeah, they really took it on the chin that last time out, and the difference was the turnover differential. When you look at the stat sheet, they were so careless with the ball, and those mistakes were just too much to overcome.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
What about Clark, what Steve just talked about? How was it possible for them to turn the ball over so much in that game?
Well, I mean, the defense was outstanding. Now, you got to give some credit where credit is due. But they also were a little sloppy at times with the ball.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They trail by 6. Atlanta making a switch here. Max checked in. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. His message to them was all about getting high percentage shots and having
got the green light at all times because we know what they can do beyond the arc.
Freedom given is freedom earned, Steve. By putting up those kinds of numbers, they've earned their freedom. And at that position, you got a job to do, and they do it well.
Now, here is Robinson. He's got 12. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And we get an opportunity to check out some numbers for Nate Robinson here. How this season has been coming along for him. He's averaging 11 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to under-promise and over-deliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Here's Millsap. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Fareed. Fareed, a screen on Millsap. Chandler kicks to Fareed. That's good. Fareed's got 7 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark.
Here's prime time. He's got 17. And he converts the layup. He's got 6.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Chandler with a screen for Robinson. He dishes it to Chandler. And it's Denver scoring again. The Hawks leading by 3. Primetime, the pass to Corver. He feeds it to Carroll. 11 feet away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And a follow wide open. He shoots. Here's Hickson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And they're knocking down that mid-range jump shot, too, so they're really doing a nice job offensively.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And a switch here. Horford's checked in.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hit.
Pop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. There's the dish to Korver. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Korver's got 7 now in this quarter.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Now, here is Foye. His last outing, he had 8 points. Aflalo, no good.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Here's Poole. The 10-footer finds the target. Now it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Chandler a screen. Aflalo left side. Lets it go from 11. That's good. Aflalo's got 10 points.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Here's Mack. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the call will be against Al Horford.
What kind of passing is that?
Right now. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. If there's something I'd like to see us do as well in the second half as we did in the first, it's get the ball into the low post. They've had no answer when we've gotten it into the paint. I did like the scoring punch we got off the bench. That heated things up for us when we had to have a little something for the third quarter and work your tails off to find the open space on the perimeter and get those high percentage shots. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
If the opportunity's been there. And I'll tell you, some guys shy away from that, not him.
Denver shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. On the court right now for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll, and it's Poole in at the point. Wilson Chandler, a versatile forward, Steve, in his 7th season out of DePaul.
I like him, Kevin. I mean, he's strong enough to play inside, quick enough to guard on the perimeter, and then he's got that three-point range on his shot. So, very versatile player.
For the lead, that is good. Chandler's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nuggets.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Korver off the pick from Poole. Here's Carroll. He's guarded by Chandler. From past the arc. Cannot hit. And it's Denver the other way. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Robinson dishes to Aflalo. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 3. Horford with a screen on Robinson. Into Al Horford. Stolen by Fareed. Now Robinson. 13 points in the game. Dixon kicks to Robinson. The shot by Chandler, wide open. And he overshot that one, missing.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4.
Prime time, the pass to Horford. Here's Millsap. Horford trying to free himself up. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Horford.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Robinson dishes to Hickson. Chandler kicks to Robinson. Back to Chandler. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson drives in. Here's Fareed. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Fareed determined play.
Here is Korver. He's got 9. Carroll passes to Korver. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Korver's got 12 in the game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Afflalo, that's good.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin. Over the last few weeks, let's see how the Nuggets have performed. First in rebounding, 7th in blocks, and they're in the top half of the league in scoring as well. Not too shabby.
And probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats you're talking about is the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and they'll really dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back.
Outside Robinson. Fareed setting the pick for Robinson. Second chance shot, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. If you're wondering who's been the best among the men in the middle, look no further. Here are the leaders in rebounding for the second half of the season. 5th best is Al Horford.
Yeah, he's been rebounding the ball so well since the break. It's really paying off for him and his team.
Well, you talk about effort in energy being a skill. Some people talk about those things as skills. And Kenneth Fareed is a 10 out of 10 in that category. A 6'7" power forward. His athleticism and relentless motor allow him to play much bigger than that.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, JaVale McGee has all the tools necessary to be a great player, but often he can be his own greatest obstacle. But he and Coach Shaw are working on that. Coach Shaw said, "I'm just trying to get him to slow down." That's what we've been working on with him, just to slow down so he can use the gifts that he has, his length and his athleticism. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And as you said, McGee is so gifted athletically that he'll be a force when he lets the game come to him. And guys, Fareed not the most skilled offensively. Most of his points coming on fast breaks, garbage buckets, dunks inside.
Yeah, but he's developing a decent touch from around the foul line area, which is a nice addition to his offensive arsenal, Kevin. But yeah, the big thing is, he's just one of those guys who you can never let your guard down against because he's constant energy.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Looking at the game Horford's been having, he has 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important points nonetheless.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Prime time, the pass to Millsap. He used that pick to get in close. Millsap's got 4 this quarter. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
Yeah, you're right. Like 7 lead changes already.
Robinson dishes to Hickson. Robinson kicks to Aflalo. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 14 points for Aaron Aflalo.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Oh, and here comes Robinson all alone.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power. Dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Korver off the pick from Poole. Korver passes to Horford. Misses from short range. Denver leading by 3. Here's Chandler, and he caps off the... Fast break with a monster slam.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Gets it to go. That one good from Poole. Primetime's got 21 in the game. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Aflalo dishes to Robinson. Rejected by Millsap. They get it back. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Poole. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Both free throws good from Poole. Here's Robinson. 15 points in the game. Kicks it to Hickson. Now Chandler inside. Second shot opportunity. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Millsap off a pick from Poole. Atlanta again missing.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that much.
Really left alone that time. 16 points for Aaron Aflalo.
They're spraying him home from mid-range today, guys.
Yeah, reliable weapon, and that's a sign that the offense is working. They're really moving the ball well and finding good opportunities. Al Horford, 6'10", 250, really a natural power forward that's been asked to play at center through his whole career. He's shown himself willing to battle bigger players inside, but you got to think he'd welcome a chance to switch back to the 4 spot.
Gallinari, he's checked in for J.J. Hickson. Atlanta also making some changes here. Cephalosha comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's Teague for Kyle Korver. Now here's Aflalo. He's guarded closely. And Gallinari kicks to Fareed. 6 to shoot. Aflalo uses the glass to finish the layup. Aflalo's got 18 points in the game.
And for Horford, able to scrap inside to overcome his lack of size defensively. His quickness is his biggest advantage. I mean, he's excellent at moving in space and defending the pick and roll.
Teague for 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Just talk about Horford's advantages playing center. Certainly his offensive skill set among those advantages.
Yeah, and an excellent mid-range jump shot. Shooter and ball handler. He can face up. He can draw opposing bigs further out than they'd like. But he's also strong enough and quick enough to get past them and get to the rim.
Here's Teague. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
And it's slammed in by Fareed.
The advantage, guys starting to climb a little bit. Things are really coming together for them at a great time.
They don't want to let it get too late to increase that lead. Best to do it here in the third.
Here's Poole, and the call will be against Primetime. That's his first foul.
Oh, you hate to blame anybody, but he's got so many turnovers tonight. That's
substitution here for Denver. The Hawks trail by 13. Teague with the ball, averaging 10 points per contest. Here's Bazemore to end the run. McGee with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Coming on the floor for the Hawks.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
really excellent feed here. And I know we're used to seeing this guy score, but he is no slouch at creating passes and teammates, and he showcases that skill right here on that replay.
The Hawks trail by 10. Gallo and Fareed at the forwards. Coyle is out there with a follow. And it's Hickson in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Cephalosha. Millsap passes to Poole. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
And they've got some strong guys, guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Cephalosha off a pick from Poole. There's the pick. With the rebound, Fareed's got 7 rebounds in the game. That's good. And that's now 25 points for Aaron Aflalo.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Here's primetime. Fareed defending. Carroll gets a screen from Poole. Carroll passes to Poole. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. A different look for Denver. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. Robinson is subbed in for Randy Ford. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Al Horford is checked in for Thabo Sefolosha. Robinson drives in. Softly drops in the floater. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
That's good.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Dixon kicks to Chandler. Dishes it to Aflalo. Chandler goes in, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free. For one, try to make it a three-point play.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And, Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Millsap a screen on Robinson. Prime time, the pass to Millsap. That is good.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And here is Robinson. Passes it to Chandler. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got his 5th rebound in this one. 14 feet away. But they'll get another chance. Horford. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
The Nuggets leading by 9. Outside Robinson. Chandler with a screen for Robinson. He kicks it to Aflalo. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Well, he's been pretty safe with the ball for the most part. In fact, that's his first turnover, guys.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Carroll passes to Poole. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
The Nuggets have gone in. Outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Aflalo, that's good.
It seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
The Hawks trail by 10. Millsap a screen on Robinson. Prime time, the pass to Carroll. Outside Millsap. Lets the 3 fly, and he gets it to go.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap up since the start of the second half. They're starting to find the range.
Steve, the lasers are starting to do their thing. That's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And the dunk by Chandler. Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Corp. Here's the 3. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Robinson dishes to McGee. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Millsap. Flalo in for Randy Ford. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Primetime's checked in for Jeff Teague. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First free throw was good.
2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Here's Gallinari. The second chance effort. Horford with the block. Here's Primetime. Gallinari covering. Primetime, the pass to Kira. Tries it again. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Horford. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Robinson kicks to Afflalo. Fareed, right side. Back to Afflalo. Just 5 to shoot. Denver gets it back. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. So Fareed will go to the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
The Hawks have to improve their approach against Fareed.
11 rebounds and a steal. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
He sure has, Clark. Both ends of the floor. I mean, his offense has been great, but defensively he's brought huge energy too.
In the corner, Afflalo with it. Afflalo, right side. Here's Robinson. Fareed dishes to Robinson. Blocked. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Primetime. To the wing right side. Feeds to Korver. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Outside Carroll. Hickson grabs the board.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Robinson left side. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
He's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Millsap a screen on Robinson. The feed to Millsap. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Robinson passes to Gallinari. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Robinson kicks to Gallinari. Afflalo goes in. 4 on the shot clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one.
And they've got to score quickly.
Yeah, no.
They are dialed in from 3-point.
You called that one right. Causing some serious harm from long range.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and polish it off.
Out to the right wing, and stolen by Afflalo. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And time now to go.